You called me out. Sidey gamer? 3ID gamer. You got me. Why is it episode 41 and I am still using iron tools? True. Okay. Well, that is why, I guess. Unbreaking 3 enchantment? Yeah. Not my best enchantment. I went ahead and added you to the support wall for that comment. You make a good point. I'm gonna try and build a good, lineup of enchanted diamond tools. It's one thing that I always mean to do, but I kind of always forget to do. But be honest, everybody. Did I go overkill? Does this look stupid like this with all of this concrete powder? Or is this overkill, is what I'm asking. Does it look okay? I'm so torn. I just put it in. I mean, I don't want to overuse this concrete powder stuff, but I love it. So at the end of last episode, I talked about a map wall, and maybe that'll happen today, but the main thing that needs to happen today is this build. We are returning to this build, and we are going to crank out a lot of progress on this thing today. I want to figure out the layout. First and foremost, the layout of the trees. How am I going to plant the giant spruce trees or giant jungle trees or giant everything trees? We have to figure out the layout, and the blocks that I want to use is that and stairs and slab variants. Birchwood, I would show you, but I don't have any. And then we're going to do jack-o'-lantern lighting. So imagine birchwood in there, jack-o'-lanterns in here. We need to lay out a planting spot for the giant trees and then smaller trees. What I'm thinking is smaller trees go along the sides and giant trees go towards the middle, and I want to have aisles. I'm not going to try and cram as much as possible in here, but I am going to try and, just make it look nice. That's the main point of it. So we're gonna build today like usual, but we're gonna begin today with a time lapse and me chatting over it about something. So let's get right into this. So today I'd like to talk about two things: use of space and my new series Buildish. So Buildish is a creative building series that I began uploading. Episode 2 is out right now, and I'm just building your ideas. So if you like creative building, I'd recommend you go and check that out. It's a little different than this video, these types of videos, but maybe you'll enjoy it. And hey, you get to pick the builds. And then 2, space efficiency. I know this farm isn't the most space efficient, but the thing is I cleared out such a massive area, such a overly abundant large space that I don't mind about using space to the best of my ability. That's a whole lot of tan. I didn't expect or plan originally to fill all of this in with, blocks and eliminate the grass, but that's what I did. And now the middle part needs to be done, and I'm just going to simply invert this design. I'm running low on sandstone. I already had to run back to the desert to get more sandstone to finish off the initial wraparound. And by the way, I think there's something crazy about 80 different plots here to plant trees, just single trees, and then there is 30 big trees. So yeah, that's a lot, but I don't think I'm going to do anything with the sides. I have no clue whatsoever. And then same with the middle, like this area. I'm not too sure. I am honestly very glad to be finishing up this farm, or at least a lot of the grindy work of the farm. I have this grass path here, and I think the lighting isn't perfect in it. There's 8s in here, but other than that, the whole farm is pretty much done. This is very big, very, very fancy, and I hope I use it. That is the big thing, is now I just have to prove to myself that I'm going to use this more than one time, more than 3 or 4 times. I have confidence, but I am also unsure. It wouldn't be the first time I build a giant thing and then end up just not using it, but here's a view of this massive thing. Again, we still have the grass paths in here, but we don't get any spawns other than this spot and then along the front, which might be the next thing that I want to take a look at. I know for certain one thing I want to figure out today is a path to link back to the swamp, which is just this quick short diagonal. I guess I'm going to connect it coming from the pumpkin because that seems to be the way that I am taking. I didn't really want anything else over here, but it's the way that I keep running, so it's the way that makes the most sense. For this path design, I'm totally blank again. I keep coming up with path designs, saying I like them, and then I'm kind of like, meh, I don't know if I want to do that path again, though. So I don't really want to do a mixture of slabs and path blocks. I'm very tired of that. But I also don't know if I feel really like mixing like coarse dirt and the concrete powder. So I'm real torn here. The path, though, will obviously just run in this little clearing. It's a really short path. Maybe we try something slightly different in the sense that the path doesn't change. The blocks on the ground don't change, but we just create like a guiding, like kind of barrier with this cobblestones as if it was like rocks or something, just kind of guiding us, you know, the direction of the path. So there is no path, there's just a guide. See, the idea is something like this. We just have the outline, and then I just bone meal all of this and get the grass to grow. Kind of make it look like it's just part of the forest, but it's a little more than that, but not much. I honestly think I like this idea, and I might use this a little more as well. I guess I'll just kind of, you know, like I won't change the path here because, like I said, I didn't really want a path going out around the snowman. I kind of wanted the snowman to sit on his own little hill here. Frosty, you know, is important, kind of, so he's special and he gets his own hill. Yeah, you know, I actually do quite love this path idea. It isn't too obtrusive around the snowman. Now that I think about it, it doesn't even really look like there's a path here unless you go on it. And then just the design of like the forest. So I'm gonna have to keep this in mind and use this somewhere else. I really like that design. But now this thing, this room, I want to set this room up. 2 episodes ago when we were digging out this whole like area, I said that if you had a guess as to what this room would end up being, you could leave it in the comments, and then maybe your name goes on a sign. And Lulu, you were correct. This is going to be some kind of storage area type thing. Kind of. I'm thinking an automatic storage area in here, and a horse stable, and maybe another portal. I want to have an automatic sapling storage system on this back wall, but that isn't going to come in today. I don't have the redstone stuff, and it takes a little bit, so I'm not going to bother with that today, but that's what this thing is going to be. As for the design of this thing, we're going to go pretty wooden. I want a real wooden design in here, and how big is it going to be? I'm not even really too sure about that. I know, maybe I push this wall back 2 more, just because I want to have room for everything if I want to put in a portal. I was thinking a portal would be nice to link this thing up, because what if I'm doing a project somewhere else and I need to get to the tree farm? It would be kind of nice to be able to just, you know, like come right from the nether into this area instead of coming to the swamp or to something, and then you know what I'm saying. And I was thinking about it, maybe the grass, or at least this grass in here, becomes sand. That would look probably pretty nice. It would match the whole color scheme well, that's for sure. So I don't know, maybe that's a thing. That's too low for the horse, isn't it? The horse needs 3. Now, the wood storage will not go here. I don't need to store my wood at the tree farm because I'm going to come to the tree farm to farm the wood and then take it elsewhere, or just put it in my normal storage. So, as of right now, I don't think I need a wood storage space in here, but that might change. This back wall is where the auto sorter is going to be, so there's a lot of room here. The auto sorter that we will build is going to be about the size of the food one that I built, so we'll have a lot of extra room in here. I think the ceiling support beams make the most sense going this way. Okay, there's that. Now the floor, the lighting, you already know what I'm gonna do. I really need to make some kind of farm for glowstone though soon, or at least just go in the nether and grab a bunch of glowstone. Oh, I just realized if I dig this wall out, then I can I ruin this section right here, so I guess the horse stall has to go in this back part. Not really a problem. So I've been waiting for grass to spread into the horse pen, which it is almost there now. I don't have any silk touch on me right now, and I didn't want to go back and get it, but I think it is time to just set up this nether portal while I'm kind of waiting here, because it is something that I want to do. So the coordinates: -24, 63, 38. Okay, so -24 is where we already are. Then what is the other one? 38. Okay, I knew this would be real close to... Please work. Connect to the right one. Connect. Yes, okay. So it sends me to the right one. Now, does it send me back into the right one? That's less of a problem, but just want to be sure. Yep, this is the right one. So these portals are all very randomly placed. Like, there's the new one, that's the swamp one, and then there's the skeleton one right down there. So we're gonna have to make some kind of organization out of that when we try and make a hub, but it's not that much of a problem. So now for the rest of the floor in this room, it's gonna be pretty basic. I know, boring. I wanted to do a checkered floor in here, but I'm not feeling the checkered anymore now that I look at all the wood and just the style of this room. A checkered floor wouldn't really make much sense at all, so no checkers, just probably pretty basic jungle planks, which is something that I have been trying to farm. Jungle wood needs to be farmed. And by the way, Lulu, you are right there on that sign. It doesn't really say what it means, but I'll be able to remember that you had kind of called it, if you will, in terms of this design. So your name's there. Thanks for that really good comment. Nice call. But I've been trying to collect jungle wood because I still don't have very many saplings, like jungle saplings. I think I'm still under a whole stack, so I'm just trying to grow the sapling amounts in my my storage, I guess. Now, what are these random shapes, you ask? I have no clue what this shape is, but it's a design and it's there. I'm not absolutely crazy about it. Maybe I'd be a little more crazy if I went like this. I mean crazy about it. I don't know. It's something. The whole back wall is going to change later, but that's that. That is all I needed to set up there for now. And I've been storing the saplings here. But I might just make some temporary chests back here. I don't plan on really doing the auto sorter anytime soon. I think I have some other ideas of things that I want to do, but with all of that, that is the finishing of this giant tree farm. Like I mentioned earlier in the episode, I may come in here and throw sand off camera, like in between the episodes. I think that would make it look really clean, so I don't know. We'll see if that happens. Not too sure. If you have another idea for the floor, let me know. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you have any ideas for a future video, if you have any opinions, any thoughts in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. This has been Waddles, Minecraft Let's Play, episode 41. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.